I'm like, nah, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure I'm...
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, it's...
With your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the...
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Williams, a man in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Steelers 14, Chargers 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and 8.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Steelers 14, Chargers 7.
Following scoring the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Joey Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The play fake. Here's Pickett. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. This is taken at the 23. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose we go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
71 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run with Harris. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 64 yards. Herbert, quick pass out wide. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are back within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The slot man in motion right. Pickett sets up play action. And that's caught inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Steelers.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to run now. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13.
Steelers 27, Chargers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Again, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Down to the 25. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Justin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, 54 yards. And the Steelers will extend the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They snap it to Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here for their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 75 yards. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now here is another interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 21. First and 10, here's Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. It's brought in by Harris. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They hand this off to Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, second and 9. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. But look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. That's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where
and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. Powering forward. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Pickett to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On the give, this is Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now Pickett on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Herbert. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 74 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Extra point good by Hopkins as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Pickett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stopped the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a 1st.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This is Harris. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Herbert to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Herbert gonna throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. Now Herbert. Buying time to it. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Herbert. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's got this down to the 35. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game.